Detachment and attachment was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn because we're creatures of habit. We get comfortable with people, places, and things, and even mindsets and habits. And in order to create change, we have to allow disruption of things. And the thing is sometimes we're in a relationship, maybe when one person grows and one person doesn't, and you've outgrown that relationship, but you stay in it, and then you're unhappy, right? Because it's not for you anymore. Or you hang on to a home that is, no longer serves where you're going in your life, or your location, or a car that's run down that needs to be upgraded, or just sometimes we get ideas in our head and we fall in love with things and we're like, this is how it needs to be. But by us hanging on to that it needs to be this way, we rob ourselves of new experiences and we stay stuck and we aren't able to grow. And from my lesson, I've had so much taken away from me that I have resilience now. Now I'm like, well, I don't care. If it comes and it's meant for me, great. And if it's not, it's not. Control what I can control and let go of what I can't control. And there's so much freedom and space that opens up inside of us, right? And so we have to recognize, like, where are we thinking that things have to be a certain way and look a certain way and come in a certain way? And when we let go of that idea, but have that end result and allow it to come in the way it needs to come in, it creates space for us, and then we can have that experience. But when we're hanging on to something so tightly, it's like we're needing it. We're not letting go of it to allow it to come into our reality. So when we lose things and we let go of things, it allows us to learn how to manifest better, how to be able to be detached easier. Because if we don't really care about something, but we want it, then it will come into our life a lot easier. It's when we put all this pressure on it that it has to come in and it has to look like this and by this time, that can create, you're not allowing the room for it to come in because you're hanging on to it so tightly that it can't even manifest. So we want to recognize what we're hanging on to that no longer serves us. It's weighing us down. It's keeping us stuck. Or people coming into our life and putting things into our life that holds us down and weighs us down, that's not for us anymore. Where are we not allowing change? What are we hanging on to that we know that doesn't make us happy anymore? And taking that deeper look so we can allow ourselves to be freedom of letting go of what's not for me, and being in a space of freedom and trusting that what's meant for me is meant for me. And if I'm hanging on to things that aren't for me, it's just going to weigh me down. And by recognizing that, it gives us more freedom in our life.